Hey guys, Tbull here. Today I got a game in the Chung Mu for you. It's the tier 8 Asian destroyer. We got Den Chai Cheng there, and Chung Mu is becoming one of my kind of favorite destroyers these days. I've been playing it a fair amount, and it's quite enjoyable. It's got a lot of things going for it. We got a game Tears of the Desert domination mode here, and it's pretty well evenly balanced. Of course, it's got the deep water torps. It's got the torpedo reload boost, two of them on this build at least, so that's pretty dangerous. Check the roster. What are we looking for in this ship? And at this tier, we're looking for radar cruisers. We saw a few of them on the enemy team there, so we got to keep an eye out for them, right? If get zapped by the radar, the game's probably over. So we don't want to have that happen, at least not in a manner which we can't control, right? If a cruiser gets too close to us, we're not expecting it, and we get radared, well, that might be the end of the game. So we're going to move forward here, see what we can spot. We're in the middle. Now I'm going to swing to the right-hand side of this cap early because what you want to do on this cap is realize that this big long island that's blocking the viewpoint on the left-hand side there of, the western side of B, northwest side of B, whatever you want to call it. You can get a radar cruiser right behind there. Now this is a map where there's a lot of crossfire possibilities. It's a pretty big map, certainly, but if the ships are early in the deployment, we get hit by a surprise radar again. Maybe we get shot by 2, 3 guys. The game's over. You never see this game. So we're swinging over here, right? Now, if we were playing a cruiser, we'd probably be moving right into that island trying to use it for cover. But here, destroyers, we spot for the team and for our own safety. We do see Wu still there. Of course, we got to keep an eye on the distance because he does have a radar there. And if it's 9 kilometers, I believe, that thing comes with us within our 9-kilometer range, then he can spot us remotely. Okay, so we got to be careful there. Torpedoes. That's a clue. And we're seeing a lot of torpedoes. Looks like 2 sets of 4 there and another one earlier. Now we've got the Yugamo pops up here. I don't think the Yugamo can be responsible for all those. I'd have to play the Yugamo again. It's been a couple minutes, but I don't think it's got the reload boost and the capabilities to launch all those torps like that, so I'm kind of thinking there might be something else. But the Yugamo, we spot him, we shoot at him, and look at the support from the team here. Down goes the Yugamo. Now, he did get one last shot off, which did result in us losing another big chunk of health. Good play for him to make that shot. But essentially, we traded half of our HP for all of his HP. And that's a fight we're going to probably win anyways without that support, but they definitely did a great job there preserving our HP, preserving our abilities to make plays, right? The more HP you have as a destroyer, the more playmaking currency you have. All right, so first order of business, obviously capture the base, which we're going to not have any problems doing. We saw the cruiser and the battleship that deployed over here, and we suspect we got the destroyer. We got one on C, you can see unspotted there, and then there's one more on the loose. I'm guessing it's probably on A. There's always a possibility it was over here, but I'm not thinking so. All right, so Grover Kerf coming in here. Now, he might be saying to himself, okay, I'm going to push those cruisers. He sees our battleship disengaging. He might be saying to himself, oh, why are we giving up B here without a challenge? Maybe I'll go play the base that I spawned on or whatever. But I put those torps there just in case he pushes in here, thinking he would turn back in and attack the cap, kind of like what I would be doing if I was in his position, at least considering that. But now we got to evaluate, okay, what do we want to do here? And we do see the other destroyer spotted north of A, so we confirm one per side. Now, first off, we're saying to ourselves, all right, we got that Des Moines up there, that's the radar, and then they have the Alaska on C. And the Des Moines, I'm looking at it right now, he's almost dead. Okay, so I'm saying to myself, there's less of a threat to me to A. All right, and I feel like we're doing pretty decently on A. C, looking at the control here, not that impressed. We got a battleship kind of protected behind the island on C. He could get on the cap. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Doesn't look like it. Now he finally is. But then the destroyer kind of behind the battleship, presumably just launching torp after torp. So I'm not that inclined to go over there, especially with the full health Alaska. The Des Moines was removed over here. Now, so I think that was probably what sealed the deal for me in terms of the decision making. But being in the middle like this, you kind of want to say to yourself, okay, well, now where do I want to go, and why do I want to do that, right? And what makes, make a compelling case for yourself to do something, rather than just kind of saying, oh, there's a big blob of guys there, I'm going to go join the blob. All right, so we really kind of dawdled here, just sailing around for a little bit after we captured the base, but I was kind of actually just weighing the situation and taking a breather, right? Usually if you watch a lot of my videos, you'll hear me talk about being kind of efficient and productive throughout the match, but sometimes as the scoring pieces of the ships here, you want to take a little bit of time, and, you know, I guess it doesn't matter what ship you're in. If you're unsure of the play, then take a little bit of time to consider it. Don't take the whole game, though. All right, so we're moving over here, and the gearing pops up. Now, the gearing is pretty dangerous for this Chung Mu, especially at half health. He's got, in fact, double the health that we got here, being nearly full health. He's got another battleship behind him as well that looks like he's on the ropes. And then the WoWsL from earlier, he sailed all the way up into Timbuktu and then decided instead of doing that, he's going to come over here. So 5 minutes to deploy, I guess. Better late than never. Now I'll have to keep an eye on him. Gearing, I haven't used any smokes yet, might as well. The guy's getting spotted, he's shooting. The battleship's certainly going to see him, even if our other destroyer uses his smoke, so we're not in danger of losing him here, but I want to just maintain as much health, because we did take kind of, we did trade some health earlier. I got a shot at the Montana, might as well take it here. Udachi, or Shima, not Udachi, I think he was spotted. I don't know if he had a smoke escape possible or not. If he did, he should have definitely not died there. But he did get the suicide rush off. He will get the Montana. All right, so we got to get the base. All right, so the trick is we know the WoWsL is over here. We don't have any eyes and ears over here yet. In fact, I'm the last remaining ship. But I know unless the WoWsL is just a complete slouch, he's going to push directly into A. All right, he's got the Grover way back there. Look at those guys on the one line. Incredible, horrible position, guys. You do not need to be in the back line of the map almost ever. All right, unless you're being actively pushed there by a large contingent of big dudes. All right, so I'm going to need help here. We're going to get on the comms because the booster pushing into me equals dead Chung Mu. That's how the game's designed and executed even decently. That would be the result. So we need help from that WoWsL, and he's going to come and help us. And that's, I think he gets the second highest score. I get the second highest score, but I believe we both do pretty well here after the sequence. So I want to launch this shot on the Grover, right? Trust me, I do. Especially right in that gap. We still got 10 seconds left till the torps are going to be here, though. And the radar rapidly approaching the point of no return, right? 9 kilometers on that thing, and then we're in serious trouble. So kind of risking it here. The game's a little bit too tight watching this to be this blase, but I saw the WoWsL's distance begin to increase. For some reason, it's turning off, which is a disaster. Honestly, if the Grover and that WoWsL push into A aggressively and together, I think Red's got a decent chance at winning this game. All right, they probably got to win on C, at least in terms of sinking stuff, and they probably would be forced to kill everyone at this point in time, to be honest with you. But that would have probably wrecked this flank, right? The WoWsL and the Grover. The WoWsL radars me, kills me with the Grover, and then they bully our WoWsL. That seems like a pretty straightforward play. Instead, both of them very concerned about their health. Okay, we got 6-7 minutes left in the game. Your health is irrelevant at this point in time. You need to be trading your health for the ability to accomplish objectives, and objectives are desperately needed to be accomplished by the red team. You're down 3 caps, and now you're basically going to have to kill everyone. So passive is not the prescribed gameplay whatsoever, or the strategy. I don't understand what they're doing here. Legendary tier game. Obviously, it's crap gameplay in terms of what players are doing. All they want to do is not get shot. Anyways, get a little ticked off at that. Even if it's the other team making horrible plays, I still don't like to play against that. How about the Grover? Speaking of horrible plays, letting the Grover Kerfers get 5.9 kilometers in range of you. Now, I wasn't 100% sure. I thought it was about 5.6 on the range, but I wanted to get those torps off. I wanted to kill them because I think at that point in time the game would be over. They do got just 1 destroyer left over there. We got 2 ships, one of them being our destroyer. So I wasn't totally concerned about dying here. But normally you would want to get moving much sooner than that thing gets close to you. Okay, so he goes down there. We get him with the torp. We get him with the flood. And now we got to get out of the smoke and spot the WoWsL. That's all that remains to be done here. And we're going to check his health. He's down 10,000. Our guy, check him there quickly. He looked like he was about 10 to 15,000 down. Again, I'm not they did kill the other side, so now this team couldn't probably lose. I mean, they'll definitely try if you let them, but the play here, number one, we're going to pad the stats by going for more damage, but the actual play is right now they were roughly even and they were going to trade roughly evenly, but if I can get him to shoot me 2, 3, 4 shots, which is what I was hoping, then this guy wins the trade. This is how you support teammates in this game. You combine your numbers and work together, right? So we actually did get a little bit of damage on him, fine, but you can see the difference now. I think this guy was slightly down to begin with, or roughly even at worst. And because we got him to become distracted, then this guy should win this fight pretty easily. The enemy ship probably should have just tried AP as a Hail Mary. But anyway, that's a look at the Chung Mu for you. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. New to the channel, consider subscribing. Lots of World of Warships coming all the time. Questions, comments, leave below. Love to hear from you, and we'll see you all later. RPs.